So we're here with chef and personal trainer Tony Williams, who's been a guest on our program in the past, and we are excited to hear about his new endeavor. Right,
yes,
Doc?
Absolutely.
We sure are. He was telling us a little bit about it. So without further ado, hello, Tony.
Hi.
Welcome back.
How are you?
Good to be here.
This sounds great. So tell us about it. Fit Kids and Family or Fit Family and Kids?
It's Fit Kids and Families.
Fit Kids and Families.
And Fit Kids and Families is a project where we work one-on-one with the family unit. So we go into the family's home, and it's from nuts to bolts. And this time we're going to choose a family, and we're going to document the entire process. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and you'll be able to see how this family changes from the conception all the way to the end.
Who's documenting for you?
I'm working with M19 Media.
Okay.
It's Franklin Parrish, and he's going to direct us through that. It's not complicated. We just want other people to see how the process will work. A lot of people just think that it's too hard or too expensive to live healthy, eat healthy, just be healthy, period.
So tell us about the criteria for the family that you're going to select.
Well, the family needs to live in the greater Wilmington area. They have to recognize that they have a need. They all have to live in the same household. It can be a single parent or a dual family unit. Doesn't matter. They have to be willing to have a health assessment. It's non-invasive, but we want to do blood pressure screening, see where you are, just so you can have the information to see where you stand as an individual. And they just have to be willing to follow the guidelines of the program. We're going to do it for 4 weeks, and we'll go over everything with the family. And this is a holistic approach to it. Katrina Banks with Lifeline Coaching and Empowerment, she is going to be a part of this with me. So as we go through the process with the family, she'll be coaching them on, as we go through the change process of how to make it a continuum, that these things need to become habit in your life. She's got a very good company. We've got other people in the community that are partnering up with us. Peter Kurtzes from PK Foods. Pete has always been a part of the African American community here in Wilmington. A lot of people just don't know how much he contributes to it. So we're looking at it as grassroots. It's community driven. I direct the program, but I can't do it by myself. And we're just going to use this as an example, and hopefully moving forward we'll be able to have workshops. We'd like for the churches to get involved, where they can host a workshop a weekend at their church where we do cooking classes, and we can talk to people about how to make change and then keep that and sustain it. Sustainability would be very important.
Now, in selecting this family, and you said the program is 4 weeks long, let's talk about that ability to sustain the changes after the 4 weeks is over. What are they going to learn in that 4 weeks that's going to be able to carry them through?
It's very simple. I'm going to say it's going to be like ABC. For example, I'll go shopping with them, and that'll be a real experience. And shopping every week, the selection process, they'll make the choices, and then I'll ask them to make some choices of what they can't do without. And it's practice. And we don't just drop the family. We'll check in with them. We'll ask them to begin exercising every day, and it becomes habit. After the 4th week, it should be a part of their mental psyche, like, okay, we need to exercise, because we've been doing this for 4 weeks now. It's once you get started, I would say the hardest part is the first week. Then by the 2nd week, it becomes a pattern. So we're hoping to develop a pattern with the families.
So talk about the fitness component of this. How are you going to help them with the fitness aspect?
We'll create an exercise program if they like, and there's a bonus to this. There is a free membership for that time frame that we're with them to the YMCA. So if you're in wherever you are in the greater Wilmington area, there's YMCA in Bear, there's one on 202, you have 2 in the city of Wilmington.
Yes.
We chose the YMCA because it's kid-friendly, and they have programs for kids. So I'll be able to work with the parents or the parent, develop something for them. It'll get them out of the house into a place that's safe to work out.
Now, Dr. Pritchett, you work with kids. You've worked with kids. That's your career.
Yes.
So tell me about what you've noticed about the kind of drifting away from playground time and playing, and how that has impacted us.
Right. I think, this even before they get to the playground, just in the morning, you notice youngsters, potato chips, soda, early in the morning. And, I'm interested in fruit, a nice apple or banana or a peach or a plum. and it's try to change that mentality. And I think a lot of times we really am watching the phys ed teachers out there basically really timing the youngsters, making them the exercise and the stretch. I think what happens, you start eating a lot of bad foods, and this is when this obesity comes into play, and you just get out of shape because you just eat that daily. And what we're really encouraging parents is to, in the morning, just give them some fruit. Give them some, I think we were on the strawberries, it's been, was for Strawberry Week, I believe it was. It's a healthy thing in all of our schools, and that was great. So I think, if we can start getting youngsters to eat more fruits and nuts and veggies, I think they would really start to do a lot better. We get into a habit of early in the morning candy. You see candy wrappers and the sodas and the potato chips. It's just amazing, the cheese curls. And these are things that they try to eat all the time. That's not breakfast.
Well, one of the other things that I've noticed is in my adult life is I don't like to run, Tony. I don't like jogging at all.
And a lot of people don't. And there's a lot of other things to
Right,
do.
exactly.
Other than running.
But what I was going to say was I've noticed that when we were little,
Yes.
though, it didn't feel like running because you were, well, when I was little, we lived in, North Carolina or Germany or wherever, and we were in the woods, and we were not necessarily running, we were playing. And I did notice as an adult that if I go somewhere like Rockford or some trail or a path, it feels less like running and it feels more like playing.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It does make
Yes.
sense. So I call it the fun element. To me, working out is fun, but it's been a part of my life. I'm 47 years old, and I've been going to the gym as long as I can remember. But whenever I have the chance to take my clients outside, I do take them outside. It doesn't have to be taxing, but depending on the level of fitness that you're at, you may have to work a little harder to get let's call it a safe zone, if we need to get your weight down. But it can be fun. A family can walk around the park together. That's exercise.
Yes.
Watching the kids play and interact in the community, that's great. The parents are out walking, take them to the park, let them play on the swings. That's all considered activity. Because once kids get out and start going at it, it's hard to get them back inside.
Right.
It's just getting the Nintendo
Out of
or
their hands.
whatever they have in
Right.
their hands out of their hands. So I think it might be a challenge at first, but it'll be fun.
So how can a family unit find out how they can become considered to be your family, your fit family?
You can go to our Facebook page. That's probably the easiest way instead of sending you to websites and trying to remember addresses. Just go to Facebook and just type in Fit Kids and Families, and it'll come up. You can become a fan. You can send email, and we can read it that way. Or you can call direct, just 302-547-7847.
Okay.
Reach out and contact us. Once you get to the Facebook page, just leave us a note of why you think that you should be considered eligible for this. I would reach out to religious groups, church groups, and say, hey, be a part of this. Help us out. Get the message out there so we can choose this family.
Okay, well, we're glad you came on with this message, and we're looking forward to having you and the family back on in a few weeks to talk about the results.
I think it'll be great.
I think it will be great.
Thank you.
Tony. It was great seeing you again.
Okay.
Thank you
Doc,
very
thanks
much.
for your help.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I stole the
yes.
thunder by driving fast.
No.
We'll
I'm
be
happy
right
that
back.
you're here.
That's great. We'll be right
Okay.
back with more of In the Upper Room Outreach Ministries, The Monitor.
On TV, the third Sunday of the month, Sean Easter and me will come straight to you live from the studio on In the Upper Room. Oh, you didn't know.